Hey Sagittarius, and welcome to this weekly reading. I'm so happy to have you here. Crosswatchers, welcome. Sagittarius, know that I could be talking to you or someone in your energy, so take the reading as it resonates. But what I'm seeing here for you this week is that you are focused on releasing yourself from toxicity. Toxicity that you may have been trapped in for a long time, or you may have felt like you can't leave, like some sort of just being stuck with someone or a certain place, location. I am getting the vibes that this might have to do with family, or like what you call your home base, where you go to feel safe. And the lyrics that my guys want me to share go like this: this is not your home. And when the going gets tough and you feel pain, take a hold of yourself and fuel your faith. So I feel like you're realizing that the situation that you're in is more like a prison than a home. And you are dealing with someone who, honestly, with the Knight of Wands coming out in reverse, this is a bully. This is someone who, this is someone who does really cruel things to get their way. This is someone who, they're doing something to you, whether it be projecting their BS onto you, or it's their toxicity onto you. They're doing something that is hurting you, and it's not right, and it's reckless, and it's cruel, and it's wrong. And this may have been happening for a long time. You may have experienced with this person or this group of people for a long time, and I see you really standing up for yourself and standing in your power against this energy, because you're realizing how toxic it is and how toxic it has been. There is a little bit of a challenge here with the Nine of Pentacles coming out in reverse. You may not know that you can make it on your own without these people or this situation. You can create your own safe place elsewhere. You can create community elsewhere. You don't have to stay connected to these people, because it's like this connection with them is just causing so much chaos and conflict in your life. And there's this energy of not knowing that you can separate yourself from this, and that you can be happy, and that you have everything inside of you to create that. You don't need to stay connected to toxicity to have a happy life, especially when it's just causing chaos. You have everything you need to make a beautiful life, okay? You don't need toxic family. You don't need toxic friends or coworkers. You don't need a toxic job. You don't need a toxic living environment. Like, you don't need anything outside of you to make you feel whole and complete and successful. You have everything you need within. And I see you leaving this conflict behind. And although you may be sad to separate your energy from these people, because even if people are toxic, if they're a part of what we call home, what we call family, it can be the most painful thing to leave them behind, honestly. Even if they have done nothing but hurt you your entire life, it can be so painful. I've experienced this myself, and like really breaking away and saying, it's better that I do this alone, that I take this journey on my own. It takes a lot of courage to do that, a lot of self-trust, but I want you to know that the divine is guiding you as you are moving away from toxicity. You're actually beginning a beautiful journey of awakening and healing, and it's coming from the inside out, not the outside in. Like, there's not going to be these people telling you how to heal or how to live, or what you are going to get on the other side of this is a healed, authentic, genuine, peaceful life, and it's worth it. It's so worth it. That's what I will say to you. It is so worth it. And I feel like, this week is about you reclaiming your power. And sorry, I feel like I have to take a big breath. This may have been a stressful living environment for you, or situation, and I feel like also, yeah, there's someone's power is being put into question, or some sort of status or the way we live is being put into question. And it's almost like you're rejecting that. You're rejecting the way people are doing things because it's not healthy. And you refuse to, you're rejecting it, and you refuse to go along with this anymore. Just to keep the peace. You refuse. With the death card coming out, I'm seeing you refusing or wanting to refuse to go along with whatever's happening here, just to keep the peace. And there's going to be like this beautiful coming back home to yourself here. Or this could also be a connection that this chaos has been preventing, or this like judgment that's been preventing, or this toxicity. Yeah, and you're going to be able to build your own life, work on building your own stability, work on building your own heaven, because where you've been hasn't made you happy. Where you've been is not home. And I see, this is so cool, like with the Queen of Pentacles coming out too, I see you creating home and heaven and family for yourself. And so that's so cool. You don't need anything outside of you, especially if you tap into your spirituality, which is what the Hermit card is about as well. If you tap into your spirituality, what you're going to discover is that you have never been alone this whole time. You have a whole team of guides that are walking with you, celebrating you as you break chains, helping guide you, and they're wanting you to have hope that there can be a brighter tomorrow. Even though it's painful to leave this behind, there can be a brighter tomorrow, and just move forward in confidence and knowing who you are, knowing that, you know, you don't have to stay connected to toxicity, and that you also are going to find people who operate from the heart and have unconditional love outside of this situation. You will find that. You will find that. And I feel like, as you've been moving through this conflict with these people, I feel like there's lots of times where you have felt like, okay, we're making progress. But when you're dealing with narcissistic people or family systems or something like this, you're making progress. This came out in a reading recently too. You'll have like this love bombing phase, and then a huge conflict that doesn't make sense, and then making progress, like that's just them, going along with whatever you want. Then their mask begins to crack. Huge conflict that doesn't make any sense, and what happens is the progression of this relationship just goes down, and each conflict gets worse, and the pain of the recovery time and all that takes longer, is deeper. But in healthy connections, what happens is you have consistency and loyalty, and any conflict that you do have is used to strengthen your bond, because you're going to work on communication, you're going to work on growth and vulnerability and understanding and compassion. And I feel like the people you're dealing with do not hold these attributes, and because of that, you're just struggling to stay above water, and there is no making progress in this situation. So I'm proud of you for trusting yourself to move forward. Okay, and my guides wanted me to share these oracle cards. First, we have a Sea of Blessings. The universe is a projection from within you, and you are a projection of the universe. You are a vast space, and yet you are spaceless. You are a divine ocean of love, a sea of blessings. You are the wind of change that flows through life. And the blessing of oneness. Bring your awareness within and connect to the eternal you. Love and abundance and blessings flow to you. Feel a deep sense of peace. Feel the oneness, the clarity, and the perfection, and the love that you truly are. There's actually another one that fell out that I didn't see. It says, you are the blessing. You are a blessed soul and a blessing to this world and others. In giving, you also receive. For life is an ebb and flow of love and blessings. We are all a single essence and one spirit. To give is to bless both yourself